pick-me girl infantilizes herself to get my boyfriend's attention and destroys his reputation. Mary is the most pick-me bitch I've ever met. She wants my boyfriend, Jack, so badly and doesn't even try to hide it. She flirts with him all the time, tries to steal him for activities, and annoys the F out of him. He's tired of her and he's tried to reject her multiple times. Everyone tells her he's not interested, but she never listens because she is deep in the denial stage. Everyone hates being around her because all she does is talk about my boyfriend. People have told me that she says he wants her so badly and is just scared of admitting it because he's already dating me and I'm forcing him to date me when all he wants is her. I confronted her about it and told her my boyfriend wants nothing to do with her. She held her ground and told me that's not true because she's seen the way he looks at her. You mean with pure disgust? I don't know how to get the point across anymore. And just when things couldn't get any worse, she inserted herself into our hangout at the park. A bunch of us gathered there to have a picnic and she quite literally appeared out of nowhere. I don't know how she got word that we were all going to be there, which actually made me think she was stalking Jack. I wouldn't put it past her at this point. The funny thing is Jack and I were sitting an arm's length apart, but when he saw her heading our way, he jumped to me and closed our gap. I feel so bad for him because he's traumatized by Mary at this point. He's constantly getting messages from her so he's tried blocking, but she always manages to find a new way to contact him. And avoiding her in school is never an option because she always manages to find him. Jack once confessed to me that she followed him into the boys' bathroom to get some alone time with him. I almost beat her up when he told me, but sadly didn't. I'm regretting not doing that right about now. But anyway, with how tight we were all sitting, there was no way she could sit next to Jack, and her anger showed on her face because of it. We ignored her as we usually do and just talked amongst ourselves. We literally pretended she wasn't here. Then, something happened. Something that would come to ruin our lives. A ball rolled over to where we all sat and it stopped near Jack's body. It belonged to a little girl. Kids love my boyfriend. He's a pure, genuine soul, and kids can sense that. So whenever we see a kid, they just want to latch onto him. Today was no different. Jack gave the ball back to the kid, but she stuck around to talk to him. They talked for a minute, before her mother eventually came to get her. At first, she wouldn't budge and told her mother she had made a new friend. We all thought it was the cutest thing. Jack gave a high five to the little girl and waved, like a little encouragement for her to leave. I guess something inside Mary clicked at the moment, and she decided acting like a baby was finally going to win him over. A couple days later, my friends and I walked into school where we saw Mary, whose hair was tied up into pigtails, wearing a bib, holding a giant lollipop, and talking like a baby. We all cringed heavily and she made it a point to tell everyone that she was doing this for Jack. He can't stand that it was all directed towards him, and it actually paints him in such a bad light. She was committed to the baby role. For example, if she dropped something, she'd say, "Mary dropped something. Can Jack help Mary pick it up?" In the babiest voice you have ever heard while doing grabby hands. She's also said, "Mary doesn't understand anything. Jack, help Mary." While pouting and again, doing the baby voice. A lot of us told her she's making a fool of herself by doing this and it's actually disgusting that she thinks my boyfriend is attracted to children. I feel so sorry for Jack and I know he's been getting weird looks in school. People have come up to ask him if he's actually a child lover because Mary claims he put her up to this act. Apparently, she actually hates doing the baby thing, but Jack convinced her to do it. Thereby not only proving that he's madly in love with her, but he's also madly in love with kids. We've all tried to clear up the rumors and made it a point to tell people that Jack hates Mary because she's tormented him for months. He wants nothing to do with her. I'm sure it's helped clear his reputation even just a little bit, but it's taken a mental toll on him and I don't know how to help him. I'm thinking of therapy, but there's nothing wrong with Jack. Mary's the crazy one in this scenario. She's even started to refer to herself as Baby Mary. Someone please